When severe weather threatens, public safety experts agree that seconds count to save lives. Environment Canada's weather radio broadcasts send out an alert tone notifying you that a high-impact weather warning is being issued. Why is weather radio important to you? Having an active weather radio is just as important as having a smoke detector in your home. The advance warning gives you time to act before high-impact weather events arrive. Set your weather radio receiver to beep, flash, or switch to broadcast mode when it receives a toned severe weather warning. Environment Canada is permanently shutting down its VHF Weather Radio Canada network and the Hello Weather phone service on March 16, 2026, ending a 50-year legacy of analog weather broadcasting.
This is Weather Radio Canada, station XMJ225, broadcasting from Toronto on a frequency of 162.400 MHz.
The service, which provided continuous weather forecasts and critical severe weather alerts, reached over 90% of Canadians via 230 transmitters. It will be replaced by digital alternatives like the WeatherCAN mobile app and the Alert Ready national alerting system and online tools. Environment Canada cites rising maintenance costs and the widespread availability of cellular and internet services as reasons for the transition. This move raises significant public safety concerns. Critics, including Radio Amateurs of Canada, argue that battery-powered VHF radios are a vital off-grid lifeline during emergencies like wildfire storms or power outages when cell towers and internet fail. The shutdown eliminates a key layer of redundancy in Canada's emergency alerting system, particularly impacting people in remote rural and northern communities as well as outdoor enthusiasts and farmers who rely on reliable connectivity-free warnings. While marine forecasts will continue via the Canadian Coast Guard on 161.650 MHz in English and 161.750 MHz in French, the loss of the public VHF weather radio network is seen by many as a step backward in emergency preparedness at a time of increasing climate-related disasters.
Emergency crews are mapping out the trail of destruction left by a tornado that touched down in eastern Ontario Sunday night. Thousands of trees are down in the Marmora, Madoc, and Tweed areas, blocking roadways, leaving residences damaged and hundreds without power.
It went from basically the north side of Crow Lake and then went up Beaver Creek, and then it seemed to go to the north of Madoc and then head directly towards Stoke or Tweed area.
In Tweed, the municipality declared a state of emergency due to the volume of downed power lines and hydro outages. Hydro One says crews are still assessing the damage across the multiple regions, but due to the tough rural terrain that needs to be traversed, they are unable to give an ETA Monday afternoon as to when affected residents could see power restored.
Our crews are working as hard as possible to get everyone back online. That really is our top priority.
As cleanup and power restoration continues, emergency crews are reminding residents to keep safe.
Watch the weather. If they say something's coming, it's probably coming. I know the alert for their tornado went out about 4 minutes after it blew through here, so you can't always wait for that.
We always advise our customers to stay as far away as possible from downed power lines, 10 meters or more. As soon as you see a downed power line, you should call your local emergency authority and let them know, and then also give Hydro One a call.
More to come. Sam Houpt, Global News.
We'll get started here in Ontario, where a downpour and severe thunderstorm knocked out power to thousands of households overnight, with some still without power in eastern Ontario. With more, Amar Khan joins us now from North York. Good morning to you, Amar. A lot to keep track of during this storm, including the cleanup that is happening right over your shoulder. What can you tell us about the storm's impact, at least here in the GTA?
Yeah, as you mentioned, storm cleanup happening right now. There's a tree cleanup company that just arrived a little while ago to take care of a downed tree that was damaged from the storm, and that's kind of a little bit about what's happening throughout the city of Toronto. There's still thousands without power. At one point last night, there was 40,000 people without power in the province of Ontario.
The Premier has declared an energy emergency across the province.
There is no subway, there are no buses, there are no streetcars, nothing for now. We're all stuck together.
Well, reports of huge anxiety, obviously, particularly in New York. Tens of thousands of people in the streets, massive traffic jams.
For some reason or other, there was a power failure in northern New York or southern Canada.
Please note that the weather radio and weather services will be permanently disconnected on March 16, 2026. A radio marine forecast is available via the Canadian Coast Guard. Visit canada.ca/weather or download the WeatherCAN mobile application for your local weather information.
This service is operated by Environment and Climate Change Canada. Comments should be directed to 1-877-789-7733.